We're doing an auction, a live auction, ladies and gentlemen. And even if you're not bidding on anything, it's so worth it to watch the amazing pipes of Joe Bodnar. Give it up for Joe. Joe Bodnar.
Hey, welcome to Bodnars, Bids and Banter. I'm your host, Joe Bodnar.
Now, Maureen. Don't you say Bodnar.
I wasn't going to. That's the second time this year you've done that to me. That was not my intentions. Wow. So, what a week. It's warm at a blistering 32 degrees.
Yeah, it feels balmy outside.
It's balmy outside.
It was nice.
You know, it's crazy. You know, today was an exciting day. You know why?
But you're going to tell me.
I am going to tell you. We got a new porta-john.
We did.
We got a new porta-john, a second porta-john.
Got a girl's bathroom.
I don't know. I think it should be a private bathroom for me and you only. How about that?
I think Erica's head will explode.
How about we charge admission on the queen one? I think that's a. Hey, you have to use the porta-john there, but there's one in the back, $5. You know.
Erica and I were talking about number 1 and number 2.
That's what we said too. A number 1 and a number 2.
Yeah.
Stand or sitting. We'll put no toilet paper in one. Oh no, number 1. I forgot. Ladies need paper too. Yep, I didn't think about that. But at any rate, it's crazy. So we had a porta-john.
I can't believe we're talking about porta-johns on the podcast.
It's okay. But it's a part of life. Everybody goes to the bathroom at least 5 times a day. At least I go 7, 8.
You're in the bathroom constantly.
Maybe 10 times a day. I don't know. But for reference, it's been like 10 degrees for 2 weeks.
Yeah, no, when everybody's seeing this, hopefully there will be no more snow on the ground and spring will be in the air.
I don't know if spring's going to be in the air, but
it's the snow that happened is still out there. It won't melt.
It won't melt. So it's been 10 degrees for 2 weeks straight. And, you know, you see those pictures of the Hudson River, or you look at the pictures even at the ocean down the shore. I mean, The ocean's frozen right now. That's how cold it is. So just think this little 2-foot by 2-foot porta-john that has like 5 inches of water. It's 5 inches of ice. It's frozen popsicle. Crazy.
Well,
it is crazy. So we had, number 1, this is a crazy statement, but we had to put a heater in the porta-john. We had to warm it up. We had to warm it up. It didn't smell bad, but it definitely...
No, it didn't smell. It just... They couldn't empty it.
It was pleasant to sit on a seat that was like 75 degrees versus 10.
Yeah, well, the new girls' bathroom needs a heater, just saying.
But yeah, totally frozen. You know, he told me that they came today, and he said that they do office trailers, and they have 300-gallon tanks in these office trailers for not just the toilet, but for running water and stuff, and they're solid frozen right now, too. They have the same issues where even a 300-gallon tank is frozen.
It doesn't make sense to me. Like, they should be able to put something in there.
They do. He said it's so cold, there's nothing you can do. He said they put salt in, and it's configured so that the amount of salt that's in there, it will not freeze it'll freeze under 10 degrees. But then he was like, well, once you urinate and you put other things into the thing, it goes up from 10% to 20% to 30% to 40%, and then it just freezes, and there's nothing you can do. I know it sounds crazy. This is the science. The science of porta-johns.
I'm like, why are you?
I don't know. It's just I found it fascinating. Every business is fascinating.
But then I'm like, wait, people are probably asking, why do they have 2 porta-johns outside of their office?
Well, that's true.
Well, it's the warehouse.
In our showroom,
exactly.
We do not have running water.
All right, so we use porta-johns back there, you know. But
there is a sink. There's like a foot pump sink, just so y'all don't think I'm not washing my hands. I'm washing
sure
my
customers
hands.
who come to pick up, they go, when they use the bathroom, I go, use the porta-john. They probably get offended, like we don't want them to use the real bathroom.
They probably think that.
I always try to say, there's no running water back here, so you have to use a porta-john.
People have looked at me, they're like, no thanks.
But you have to admit, our porta-john generally is nice and clean. They come every week, and
it used to be nice and clean.
Well, yes, as we get more employees, it's been a little bit more. So now we have,
and some employees are worse than others.
Yes, and we can say that absolutely. But you know,
someone's getting called out, and you know
that's
what? It ain't me.
That's why there's a girls' bathroom and a boys' bathroom.
There
now.
you have it. I guess so.
If you want to look him in the eyes, he's right there.
It's not me.
No, it's not
me.
It's
I can
not
tell
Joe.
you that.
It's not Joe.
It's not Joe.
No. You know what I can't stand?
Is it who I
All
think it is?
these years, even when we had Jeff here, it was never bad. Like, we always would say how clean it was. And now we have some new people. And
You know what's my pet peeve, though? We keep it really clean. But there on a Saturday, a couple people came and used it.
Oh, they're disgusting.
They peed all over the seat. What the hell's the matter with people?
I
That
know.
ticks me off to know. Even when you go to a public restroom and you have to inspect the toilet before you go in, and you look and it's like, all right, this one's peed all over. This one still has poop in it, or this one's got stuff all over it. It's terrible.
People
It's like,
just lose any sort of decorum once they leave their house, unfortunately. It's
Right?
or
it's
they
so
do that in their
weird.
own house.
I'm
I
going
don't
to drive,
get it.
like, customers, just so you know, if you come pick up from us and you pee on the floor in my Porta-John, I know where you live. I will come and pee on your floor.
They literally have receipts.
I have
Yeah, we
receipts.
have
I will
receipts.
find you and I will come to your house and it will not be pretty. I
I-
actually got fired from a job for threatening to take a poop on the hood of someone's car.
There you have it.
And
That-
I meant it.
Yes, there you have it. That's what I'm saying.
How did we get here? Why are we
It's
talking
a-
about this?
Events, general events
Well,
that are
it's general
happening.
events, but it's an event. Everybody uses a restroom. It's
Yes,
a normal part
but I
of
don't
life.
need to talk about it. on the
It's a normal
podcast.
part of life.
Okay.
I mean, that's really the deal. It's a normal part
We're
of life.
all the same.
We have
there we go.
run out of things to talk about.
No, we haven't run out of things to talk about. But I'm just saying, look, I have nightmares all the time about
Yes.
dirty bathrooms, and
Yes,
it
you
irks
do.
me. So like I always have this nightmare. I have to go to the bathroom so bad, and I go and I can't get it. The toilet's filled and it's covered with pee all over it, and there's poop coming all the way to the rim, and I have like these terrible nightmares about that. You know that.
You have nightmares.
I do.
Bro, you want to hear a really funny brief story?
Yeah, go ahead.
The first ever movie monster I ever saw, like as a child, shouldn't have seen it, was the poop monster from Dogma. Scared the actual shit out of me.
I believe it.
I had this really irrational fear growing up of overflowing because I weird thing. Like I was like, ew, bathroom. No, that's safe space.
See, I'm not the only one.
You're not the only
There's
one.
millions of viewers out there cheering us on right now.
Must be a guy thing.
It's gross.
I guess, but it happens. I mean, listen, shit happens
Shit happens.
every day.
Speaking of shit happening, what
on.
shit's been happening with you guys?
Moving on.
Moving on. Well, besides the Porta-John, it was a wonderful thing. At any rate, fine. You don't want to talk about the Porta-John.
I don't want to talk about
But you know what? I'll say one more thing about the Porta-John and we're going. It's amazed me. How do they make money? I talked to the guy today. I go, how do you make money? This is crazy. They have to take it. They don't even process themselves. They take it to like a dump. It's a process. They pay $45.
They take the dumps to the dumps.
Yeah, they take the dumps to the dump, and it's $45 a shot. And I'm going, well, you can take a whole truck. It's $45. You spent gas and your time to go there, this and that. So it's almost $100. And he says it in times like this when it's so cold. Every day they're going emptying those trucks. Otherwise, they'll freeze inside their trucks. That's even crazier. So when you think about that, how are they making money?
That's a tough way to make a living.
That's what I said.
That's a shitty way to make a living.
It sure is.
What do you do for a living? Well, I'm in the business of shit.
Exactly. It's terrible in the summer because when he does come, it smells. I couldn't imagine.
It can get
It
rough
reminds me
in the
of
summer.
the Fat Man. I don't know if I ever told you about the Fat Man, but the Fat Man, when I worked at Mayfair Food Town for many, many years, and in the summer they would come. The Fat Man would come to the store once a month and pick up all the fat that was cut off of meat, and they used the fat for soaps and shampoo and stuff like that. Yeah. But that truck would pull up. And it smelled like dead bodies. I mean,
sure.
Oh my God! You knew it the minute you got into the back room, and he was pulled up to the dock, and he was coming to pick up the fat. You could smell it, and it was like, wow, man, brutal.
You work in something like that. You just live with Vaseline under your nose,
Right?
permanently.
That's crazy.
Holy crap!
That's crazy.
This is so fucked up. Anytime I'm like, holy crap, holy shit, I'm just like, pun intended, pun intended. Oh God, this is terrible. What am I doing?
Exactly.
But shit happens.
Yes,
That's crazy.
it does.
Speaking of shit happenings, what you guys been up to other than new Porta-John?
Training. We have a new Porta-John, a new photographer.
Two new
photographers. Hey, 2 for the price of 1.
Yeah.
We got 2 new photographers and helping out now. So and trying to expand the business.
Yeah, no, it's going okay so far.
She's been here 3 days, and I think she's doing a good job. Even though there's a line of shit to photograph right now.
But she's the most positive person I've ever met.
You're so right. As of right this second, yes. The first week is always is a positive note. We will see. We'll see 2 months from now. Maybe we'll bring her on the podcast.
I
and we'll
keep
be like,
telling
hey,
her.
What do you think?
Every day she's like, these are so cool. I'm like, you will hit the wall. Of like, I no longer care. Just shoot it, move on.
It can be monotonous. Take it monotonous. Yes. Taking the photo. Exactly. It could be monotonous.
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 No.
Nope.
Monotonous.
Nope.
Is that right?
No.
What is it again?
Monotonous.
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 You want to know something really messed up? Freaking, you'll find this hilarious. I now catch myself saying episode instead of episode now. Like how you say new episodes, I'll say it to myself. I'll be like, yeah, we're recording a new episode of the podcast.
Why I say it wrong?
You say episode.
You say episode? When does this start? Right from the get-go? Welcome to the episode? Is that what I say? I don't even know. Is that correct?
Know.
I have no idea either. I don't know. I speak my own language.
Listen,
thank God you could
Maureen knows how to speak Joe
Bodnar. You know how to speak my language. Thank God.
Long ago realized the man can spit out 500 words a minute, but none of them make sense.
No.
And when he slows it down, it's even worse.
That's true.
But
have I never thought to do that?
What, slow my roll?
Yeah, I've never recorded your, I have recordings of your, auction voice.
Right.
Why have I never thought to slow it down?
I don't know. We could try that. This could all be a part of the new beat that we're selling Kevin Smith.
339.
Listen, we got to get on that. We have to sell it to him. We have 1 month to sell him our intro for the movie. That's the deal. We got to sell it to him. We got to bring it and be like, okay, we want $1 every time it's played, something like that.
Hey, you know what? Because he has spoken about it publicly now.
Right. Yes.
We can talk about that a little bit.
Right.
So we're hinting at our boy Kevin Smith.
Due to what?
We're talking about Kevin.
Yes,
Kevin Smith.
we were talking about Kevin
Why?
Smith.
Because Joe is going to be in the next Jay and Silent Bob movie.
I certainly hope so. He says I'm going to be there. We shall see. I always say we shall see. Everybody says yes. It's a definite done deal. But once I get there and it's in the can and it actually hits the screen, then I'll go, all right, we're done.
All right, we're in the movie.
Exactly. But we shall see. But I know it all started of mixing my voice after the auction the first time around.
Yeah.
And then that's what you hear in the opening credits is auctioneering.
334 bit 339.
Exactly.
It's so good.
So we shall see. But yes, 2 new girls. No, that's not true. 1 new girl, 1 new boy.
Poor guy. 2 new people.
2 new people working in the back. 2 people we adopted into the family.
Yeah.
That's how I look at it.
Yeah.
But they're doing good. But we're getting ready for our upcoming sale. We got fantastic jewelry coming up, I guess. Right? We have a jewelry sale coming up on March 5th, I guess it is. Yeah, March 5th. It's 4th or 5th, yeah. Right before my birthday.
Yeah.
Is there anything in there you should buy me for my birthday?
No.
No, there's a couple pieces of men's jewelry, but there was nothing that...
But nothing, no, not a lot.
Nah, nothing that would be flashed that I would like.
Yeah, no. Nothing flashy enough for your taste.
No, it's more in the next episode when we come up with the next episode, talk about things that I want. But at any rate, jewelry is phenomenal. There's 300 and...
Oh, my God. I don't...
360, 370?
Something like that.
Yeah, 360 lots or so of jewelry. This is spanning... all walks of jewelry, from costume jewelry to fine jewelry to gold to silver and everything else.
And costume jewelry, from straight faux plastic beads and things of that nature, things that are great for just craft lots, all the way to designer costume. You've got, the fur pins and some really nice vintage costume pieces that we just opened up the other day, some sterling, but costume. Beautiful vintage stuff.
I took some photos of it, so there was some things that I saw there. It's very, very nice. There's some really nice pieces.
No, but the end of the sale has all that nice really nice costume stuff, and
Right.
then a lot of nice gold pieces and interesting little tidbits.
Well, gold and silver right now are at stupid
Yeah.
prices. I mean, if you look, I looked again today. So there was a big crash the other day. It came back up. Everything's volatile. I know that's probably not the right word.
Volatile?
Volatile. But, gold was over 5,000 again today, as we speak. Silver was over 80. It was at 120, not even...
I know. I was talking about that with
week
Erica,
ago.
and she said, "Oh, silver's dropped out." Blah, blah, blah. I'm like, no.
It's not really dropped down. So it was stupid. It was at $120 an ounce. Now that's some crazy, crazy numbers, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
Crazy numbers. And when you think about it, not even a year ago, it was $22 an ounce. $22 an ounce. Silver has been persistently
Who the hell
$22 to
was that?
$30 an ounce. We have a podcast fan trying to
What
get through in the back.
hell?
He's the oil tank guy. I got to go tell him. I told him in the Red Barn. We'll be right back. Hey guys, our next auction is coming up.
March 4th and 5th.
Don't miss out. We got fantastic jewelry.
We have Shelley, we have Swarovski, we have diecast, we have Hummels, in case anybody wants that.
That's right, we do. We have all kinds of great stuff. Make sure you check it out. Now,
Back to the show.
all right, we are back.
We're back.
I had
Problem solved.
an oil guy show up to deliver oil to the back. It wasn't the normal guy. It was two guys that had never been here before.
Yeah, I'm sorry about that. I was looking at you to talk to you, and I'm like, and at first my brain thought, oh, it's Tom, and then I was like, no,
Right.
Tom's leaving, and I looked and I was like, who the hell is that?
Yeah, who's looking in our windows? Who's lurking in our
I told
backyard?
Maureen while you were out there talking to him, I was like, I watched her whole face contort trying to figure out who that was.
Right.
Going through the Rolodex in her mind of like,
Well-
don't recognize him. Nope. Stranger.
And you know what? I think Joe can agree that we're both like this. Is we're considered rural where we are. We're not
Yes.
really rural, but
There's
UPS,
trees.
post office, but even the mail, like any kind of package mail delivery, considers this area rural.
Right.
We've got 6.3 acres, something like that here.
Yep.
So you're not there's no sidewalks in front of our house.
No.
So you see someone walking on the property, and it's a jarring thing, especially when we're in the house at night and I see someone drive towards the back. Your first instinct,
Yes.
you're like, I'm like a German shepherd. The ears are standing straight up.
That's
like,
true.
and
One of the-
I have marched my butt back there a couple of times. Like, who the hell are you and why are you back here?
That was when they came to pick up the old tractor trailer, remember? The guy, that's when we marched back
we
there.
both walked back
Yeah,
there because
that-
a big old it was it wasn't
Yep.
even I was expecting when they were coming like a cab for an 18-wheeler,
Right.
and it was a regular pickup truck.
A regular
and I'm
pickup
like,
truck
who
came
the
to
hell
pick
is
that up.
that?
So yeah, we rent. We have I have a ton of trailers we own, but we also rent some shipping containers, basically for
storage.
And we had an old shipping container. It was like converted to be on the road. I don't know how, but it was like 56 feet long. And we got rid of it because it was an old clanker from Hecht. And the way that they did that, they got bought out by another company. And at any rate, these older models were going straight to be melted once you stopped renting them. So they hire out like a third party guy that's going to come pick it up and melt it. Basically,
Yeah.
he comes in a pickup truck to take a 55-foot trailer out here, right?
And we were like, how is he getting out of the driveway?
I didn't know
with
how he
this
was going to get this thing out.
But he did it.
He did it. First off, the tires are all shot on this thing. No lights on it whatsoever.
Yeah.
I'm like, I don't recommend you guys driving this on the road. No, we do this all the time. Don't
be
worry about it.
fine.
They throw a fake license plate on the back and they take it. I'm like, you guys are nuts, man.
It was nuts, but yeah, we were both like,
Yeah, they didn't tell us they were coming. That was the deal.
And
They
we
just pulled
both
up.
just marched our butts back there like, who the hell are you?
Yeah.
I can only imagine how, like, just all the thoughts that must roll into your head when you're like
1000%.
upstairs chilling.
Yeah.
And headlights head towards your place of business.
Absolutely.
Yeah, no, absolutely. I mean, listen, there's benefits to living at where you work, and then there's unbenefits.
Right, there's pros and cons. The
there's
pros
times,
are if you're consigning your stuff to us, we are watching your
we're
stuff
watching it like a hawk.
24/7.
Yeah, it ain't going nowhere.
24/7 security
Yes.
on top of all the cameras and alarms and things we have back there.
Exactly.
You have 24/7 built-ins. I mean, maybe not at like 4 a.m. when
I'll tell people that. I'm watching you at 4 a.m, 3 a.m. I'm watching you.
Well, maybe because you get up at weird hours.
Yeah, I do get up weird hours.
You get up weird hours.
Yes. But one of the negatives is I could be sitting out here smoking a cigar and someone will pull up and go, "Aren't you the auction guy?
Yep.
I got something for sale." And I'd be like, "Oh my God, just call me."
He runs on JBT, Joe Bodnar time.
Oh, listen, I have opened that front door sometimes in my bathrobe.
Yes.
And didn't even know anyone was out there. And someone's standing right there and they're like, "Hi, I'm looking for the auction." And I'm looking at myself in my bathrobe like, what part of this is okay? This is not okay.
I think the best story is when we first converted and we were just during COVID and we converted everything.
Are you talking about when I tried to
and the guy
brain the guy with our
yes. And a
stove
guy
grate?
comes here for preview.
And I'm in the house alone.
And I don't even know how and we would tell everybody, do not go to the house. It's the red barn behind the house.
It was
do
a
not
whole
knock the door.
email with protocol on what to do, masking and this and that. And I mean, when we first started with COVID, we would leave it. We parked one of the trailers outside. We leave it in the back of the trailer and just say, "Open the door."
Yeah, and get it.
Sign it. Bring your own
and we
pen.
wave to him. Hi.
We wave to him through the window. Sign for it. Bring your own pen. You're not using my pen. And then you would go out there with a can of Lysol, spray down their paperwork, and bring it in.
I did. We did. We used to spray down the paperwork. That's
all the
true.
paperwork for 2020 is like this big because it's just crumpled from being sprayed down with Lysol. But Joe's in the back working.
Yep.
I'm up here at the house cleaning up, doing things.
Yep.
I'm in my kitchen, which Christian can attest is on the other side of the house. It's not a huge house, but it's not right when you walk in the door. It's all the way on the literally the opposite wall.
Yep.
And so all of a sudden, a strange man's face appears in my kitchen.
Yep.
And he says, "Hi, I'm here for the auction preview." And I yelled at the top of my lungs, "Get the fuck out of my house." And he was like, "But I'm here for the auction preview." And I was actually cleaning the grates for my stove. You know, those heavy cast iron grates. And I had it in my hand. Like, this is about to be one with your skull. If you don't get the hell, and I screamed it, and he was like, "Well, where's the auction?" I mean, you had to walk past the piles of laundry I had on the floor. What part of that made you think this was an auction?
It was crazy.
And he was like, "But I'm here," and I mean, as loud as "Get the fuck out of my house."
I remember that.
And then I got right on the phone and I called you and I was like, "There's some a-hole coming back there."
Yep, I remember.
You tell him. Oh my God.
He was oblivious. I remember he was a jerk during preview. He was
refusing to wear his mask.
Oh yeah, he refused to wear his mask.
You finally just say to him, "Put your mask on or get out of my building."
I did tell him that. Yeah, because he did refuse to wear a mask. That's true. And this is like
like April of 2020.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? Like we were all like, hell no. Like, maybe not April, maybe it was May or June.
But it didn't matter. It was in the prime of, hey, you didn't know you're going to die or live. I mean, that was one of those deals.
I will never forget my routine during COVID every day of waking up and checking the numbers from the day before to see if things were going down finally. Like every day I was like, today's the day where things are going to start getting better. And it wasn't.
Right.
But yeah, it was rough. Man.
That was rough. But
rough.
Yeah, he came. So that was an unbenefit of working where we live.
Well, now every day that door is locked.
Well, that is very true. It's
that front
changed.
door, whether I'm here or not here or whatever, that front door is locked.
Right. Yeah, and people have a tendency just to walk up.
He just walked in. Like there's
crazy.
a random dude in my kitchen. I'm not kidding, man.
People don't read though. I mean, even at the pickup schedules now, most people are trained and we have signs out there, go to the back and this and that. But
even just last weekend, we had someone call and say, "I'm here. Where are you? You're not here." And then finally, he's at another address.
He was
like,
at another
"Hi,
address. I don't understand. I don't get it. A lot of people will pull in here too, and they don't know where to go. But there's signs up. We tell
There's
them where to
signs
go.
up
We tell
now
them
that
where
say,
to
go this way, go that way.
Exactly. But yeah, gold and silver is tremendously up.
Yeah, it is.
And I mean, think about it. I mean, the silver market has totally gone out of control. Like I said, $121 the other day. Then it dropped down to 65, 70, but now it's back up to 84. It's going to probably hover still between 80 and 100, I think. I don't think it's going to budge right now. I think that's where we're heading. And maybe it fluctuates and goes 110, 120, 130. But if you think about it, that is the craziest hike in silver. And
honestly,
the whole time we've been in the business.
When I started working for you, I think silver was at like 15, 16 an ounce.
Exactly.
And maybe got up to $20 in 13 years.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, it's, I mean,
Total craziness.
Listen, it's one of those things that I tell people all the time. It's not going to last. What is in right now, like the Beanie Baby craze, like y'all should have bought your Beanie Babies and immediately sold them. And those of you who did, smart cookies. Well, that wave is there. Even if you think, oh, there's more to go. No. Ride the wave, sell while it's good.
Right.
Get the money.
I agree. I think the markets are, all these things happen with Trump going into office, and I think it's just a sign that people feel like the dollar's being weakened, and that's why all the money, all these markets. There's two components to that. There's that, which is driving the price, and also what's driving the price of silver is that it's being used in AI,
right? For
AI centers. It's being used for solar power. And I believe it's being used for something else. A lot of the cars and the batteries for these electric cars require silver in them. So those are the three factors that supposedly it's being it's being manufactured and used. The Chinese has been manipulating the price from what I've been seeing, and that's and what's also been going on is the demand is on paper more than anything else. So that, and a lot of the since it's been climbing, the people who have it just on paper demanding physical silver, and that's what's been jumping the price too, because the physical silver really isn't there. It's just been like in the paper world of stocks and baloney.
Listen, you can't pay me to understand it all.
I don't understand it all either.
You can't pay me. I don't like. I'm not saying I don't care, but I don't care.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like there's a million things I am in this world, and someone who understands and enjoys the stock market is not one of them.
Right. I don't either.
But what I do know is when to sell, and the time is now.
I think time is now too.
Anybody out there with your jewelry watching, don't pawn it. No. Call us.
Well, that's the other thing too. You got to keep in mind, even though silver is at this high record, let's say it's at $100 an ounce.
Well, and but I mean, I know what you're about to say is that these pawn shops and these places aren't buying it because the melters aren't accepting it at the price it's at.
Right, so they're not paying spot. I mean, they are.
But
totally
that's going to start
spot.
happening with gold. The more it climbs, the less they're going to take.
Right.
They don't want to pay you a price they think is inflated.
Correct.
Because it's going to come down, and now they're stuck with they're not going to make that money back. Eventually, their grandchildren might make that money back.
Well, I think the other issue is that when you go to melt it, it's a 2-week process. So if you go and you take your silver and it's 925, for instance, or what have you, or it's a flatware set or a sterling bowl or jewelry for that matter. It's not a bar, and what they're doing is they're taking this, they're melting it down, putting it into a bar, and the bar is 999.9 fine, where all the other silver is 925, which is 92% silver versus 100% silver. So that process takes about 2 weeks, and with this spike, all the melters out there can't handle the demand, and they do not want to pay spot price at that day, because 2 weeks from now it could be like it was last week where it was down to 60 and all the melters are going to lose money.
They don't want to pay that, and I'm telling you, it's coming for gold too. The more that climbs up, the more they're not going to,
$5,000 an ounce.
Yeah.
That's crazy. I mean, think about it. Just 3 years ago, it was at 1,800.
Yeah.
I mean, that's where
I was
it was.
During the pandemic, it was somewhere around 13.
Yeah, it was like 1,300, 1,400 during the pandemic, and then I recall I was really following the gold market the last 3 years, and my God, man, 2,000 I thought was going to be the limit, and then it went to $3,000, $4,000. I mean, we're at $5,000 and that's over a $1,200 markup in a year here too.
Now's your time. You're hearing me? If you have an entire sale of gold and silver jewelry, a lot of gold though, I will bump whatever sale I have to get you in.
There you go.
Let's get it in now, kids. I mean, even just, we're not talking about a coin sale, but I'm working on a coin sale right now because people are throwing their silver coins at us, you know, especially the commemoratives that are that 9999 silver.
Yep.
Saying sell it now. And I just did a coin sale. I'll do a coin sale. I go 6 months without thinking about another one.
Right. Or even a year.
Yeah, now I have it back to back to back, and I'm like, hey, I have other work I have to get done here, but no, here I am sorting through silver coins, you know, because people are just like, take them, sell them now.
Yeah, but in perspective, what's crazy though too, I think it's pricing out people to buy just jewelry for themselves. My God, I mean, we have like regular hoop earrings. To put this in perspective, like 80s gold hoops.
Yeah.
You got $1,200 in gold melt just in melt for a pair of hoop earrings. Think about that. That's crazy.
And that's the thing that you know, people who don't buy at auctions really need to consider is that when you would go to a retail store, there's X amount markup on it. I don't know what their markup is, but say
1,000%.
Well, yeah, probably.
It pretty much is.
But think about that. So think about it pre-pandemic. You know, you'd go and buy a gold band at auction and say it was $800 in gold. You go to a jewelry store and they were charging you about $3,000 for that ring.
Yeah.
So what's it going to cost you now to go to a retail store? You can't touch the price. No one can touch the price.
It can't be cheap.
Buy it at auction.
Yep.
You're paying, I mean, depending upon what it is, you know, certain things like I have my little Van Cleef ring on today. No, that's not going to sell for nothing.
Right.
But, you know, you're talking basic gold jewelry. You're paying just over spot price for it.
Right.
You know, buy at auction, people.
It's crazy. I can't even imagine. I remember back in the day going to the Route 1 flea market, and I would get a gold chain, and they would sell gold by the inch.
Yes, I remember that.
That's how I remember. I remember going, and you would go, and you're like, okay, I'll take 14 inches, and they would cut it, and then put a little thing on it.
Put a little lobster claw clasp
put a
on
lobster
it.
claw clasp on it, and this and that, and you get little pendants. I had like Giants. I guess I was a Giants fan. I don't know why I was a Giants fan. I don't really watch football, but back then
it was cool back then.
it was cool. When I was in high school, I guess I you know what, you're right. It was cool because in high school, with being in a marching band, we went to all the football games. So I guess I was a Giants
have never
fan.
given a crap about basketball, but you bet that during the height of Michael Jordan, I was wearing Chicago Bulls stuff. I mean, come on.
Air Jordans. I had the first pair. I wish I still had those pair.
Yeah, okay.
I had the first pair when they first came out, man. I had those Air Jordans.
That's
I was like,
because, and I'll say it before, and I'll say it before, and I'll say it again.
You were spoiled.
You were spoiled.
No, my parents made me pay for them out of my own money.
I didn't
But I got
have
'em.
that kind of money to buy a pair of Air Jordans.
I was a paper boy and using my money. So there you have it. I
Spoiled.
spoiled myself.
Spoiled.
Myself. Yes.
Whatever.
But I had Nike Air Jordan. I had Nikes with snakeskin on them. Evelyn hated them. Yeah, Snooky couldn't stand it. My stepmom, she, which I consider my real mom, if you're listening. But at any rate, I bought. They had snakeskin high top
I
Nike
bet she
sneakers,
couldn't.
and I'll never forget. I had them, and like in the first week, they got scuffed, and she made fun of me because see, you spent all that money, and now they're scuffed, and the snakeskin's ruined. And I paid like $180. There's something that's never really changed. So your sneakers have always been $150. That's how it, at least the ones I always bought. I know you're gonna say spoiled.
Spoiled.
These Jordans here cost me probably 100. 150 for my suede.
Like, we didn't even get Keds. We got like knockoff brand or something. No, that's not
How can
true.
you wear knockoff brands? They hurt. I guess I'm a brand kind of guy.
You're a brand whore.
I need Nike. That's it. I don't wear nothing but Nike. Right? Have you ever seen me wear anything but Nikes? Nothing.
Not really.
Nope,
no.
Nothing but Nike. I don't know.
I like my sneakers. You don't like my sneakers?
I love them. They're cute. They're Adidas, right?
See how cute my sneakers are?
They're Adidas, right?
Showing every, yeah.
Yeah, Adidas. There he goes. My Adidas are fresh. Yeah.
Well, these are like,
that was
these
my
are
take
like
on Adidas.
10 years old, these things. I kept them okay, but they're about 10 years old.
I guess so. I don't know. I was a big Nike fan, but the snakeskin ones, man, I'll never forget when they got scuffed too. I was so mad. My mom was right. busted my chops, man. And
Parents usually are right.
I guess so. I didn't see it in the moment, though. I'm going to say I was probably 12 years old, 13 years old. I had to be Maddie's age when I bought him. I could see, because I know how Maddie is, when he has an idea, he's going for it.
Oh, he sure does.
I guess I was the same way. I was probably 10 times worse. I don't know.
I'm sure you were.
I'm sure my father would say I was 10 times worse. But yeah. I had original Nike Air Jordans. It's funny. I won't wear them now. I don't like the color scheme of the red, black, and whatever it was. More traditional white or pink. I do like my pink ones.
You do, yeah.
My pink suede shoes. Elvis Presley.
It's blue suede shoes.
Yeah,
okay.
I made it up. It's pink suede shoes.
You have blue ones though.
I do have blue suede shoes. I do have blue suede shoes.
No, they're blue leather.
I do.
Yeah, I thought
I know.
so.
I'm like a whore with shoes too, right? I got about
you got
8
some
pair.
blue ones somewhere.
I do.
I'm pretty sure.
I don't know. I know. Oh, you're talking about they're Air Force Ones.
Yes.
Those are beauties. Yeah, but those Air Force Ones, they're a blue high top. They're hot. Oh my God! Every time I wear them, I'm dying. It's like keeps my feet at 120 degrees. It's like putting my feet on the coals. I don't like it.
As you say, if you clean out the closet, maybe you'd know what shoes you had. My closet is
sounds like an Eminem
organized.
song brewing here. I don't know. Clean out my closet. No, I have partial closets in every room.
I know.
It keeps you to your half a closet, and I got my 3 closets of clothes. I'm high maintenance.
You're very high maintenance.
Yes, but you love me.
Of course I do.
Exactly. I could be high maintenance.
But
yes.
yeah, so jewelry. We have a good
I
jewelry
have a ring over here. I almost have a ring for every finger. I still need a ring for this finger.
Well, you're on your own this time. I bought you the last one.
Yes, you did buy me the last one. But jewelry has been the jewelry price. Oh, I know what we were talking. We were talking about buying it by the inch. But yes, can you imagine going and buying it by the inch right now?
No.
It'd probably be like a gold rope chain would probably be like $8,000. It has to be.
Yeah,
I mean, think about it. Not even that. Think of like Flavor Flav and their gold chain.
Oh
right?
my God.
This chain must be like $35,000 right now in gold.
Yeah.
It's got to be $40,000.
Without his name attached to it, just a chain like
that's
that.
what I'm saying. If it was
his name attached to
bring
it,
$100,000.
yeah, sky's the limit.
I think it would bring $100,000, especially with this clock on there and everything. It'd be fucking cool. I would like that.
Flavor Flav.
Exactly. But yeah, it's got to be like $100,000. But it's crazy. The price of gold and silver right now, nuts. And I agree. If you're out there listening, sell now. I know you might think it's going to go higher. I don't know, man. I know I said this in the past, but man, it's hard to believe. I think if anything, we have another year of this step up.
Yeah,
baloney.
who knows?
And I think
about a year. I think it really is going to depend on what happens during the midterms.
I agree. I hate to put politics in it because I don't really want to. But this is a political thing.
This is where we are. That's the facts.
And it has to do with Trump being in office.
It's not saying anything one way or another. It's just saying it's just kind of where we are.
But it's because I think the dollar's weaker, so the gold and silver's stronger. I mean, even if you see they were getting the new head of the Fed, that's when it dropped. Is the new Fed guy got elected in, or they were just moving to this new Fed guy. Yeah. And that's when everything dropped in one day, but now it's slowly come back up again. But it's all
still way inflated from
this
what it
is
was.
all has to do with politics. I don't disagree. I think you're going to have another year of rising prices or stabilizing, and then it's going to slowly come back down. Everyone's going to go nuts. But I don't know how much there must be so much gold out there. There must be gold. I know there's a lot of silver out. There's people out there I know that have been saving their silver for 30, 40 years for this moment. And they dumped it right at the first bump at $50 an ounce, which I don't blame them. If I was holding silver for 20, 30 years, hit $50 an ounce, I would have melted it all too.
You can't kick yourself if you
can't
do
kick
something
yourself.
like that. You just have to, this is my decision. I'm doing it. Whatever happens, happens. And
most of them guys were buying it for $8, $9 an ounce 30 years ago. You know, they're paying $10, $15 an ounce, and then $50 came. See you later. Goodbye.
Yeah, that's not a bad profit at the end of the day.
No, it's not.
I mean, I know it's a long time to hold on to that kind of stuff, but listen, it is what it is. But
exactly.
But we have a great jewelry sale, so if you're interested in buying,
check it out.
No, we have some cool stuff. You know, like we talked about gold and silver, but we also have some neat things. Like there's a necklace, and it's all like cabochon, and I thought it was garnets. You know what I'm talking about? That are all woven around that thing. And they had a note from their jeweler that said, no, they're rubies. They're cabochon rubies, all hand woven into this like intricate. It's just really cool.
There were some nice pocket watches too. I think there was
Some
a 14 karat gold pocket watch.
Oh yeah, yeah.
I thought that was really
some 800
neat.
silver pocket watches.
Right.
I'm trying to like go back in my memory, but there's just a lot of nice stuff.
Right.
You know.
And then day one is comic day.
Comics.
150 lot. It felt like for whatever reason this was a struggle to put this comic lot together. I don't know why. I think Zapsik. I got it right, Zapsik.
Michael Zapsik.
Mr. Michael Zapsik was in holiday mode for the last 2 months trying to get this together. 3 months.
Well, it doesn't help that like you come in and talk to him for a half hour, 45 minutes. I come in and talk to him for a half hour, 45 minutes. Yeah. Erica comes in. Tracy would come in. By the end of the day, what's he getting actually out of the day? 2 hours worth of work?
Probably. It's therapy for him. It's
for
therapy
all
for
of
all of
us.
us. I mean, Mike Zapsik's our therapist.
Yeah, you know, I mean, at the end.
You realize it'd be so much worse if I was there too.
Yeah, no.
That's why I picked a whole separate day
to come in.
away from Michael Zapsik.
Yeah,
I agree. You're right. I didn't think about it that way, but you're true. All of us go in there and we all have a conversation.
We all talk. Then sometimes a bunch of us end up in there.
Right,
you know,
right,
it's like.
Right. And it's not easy because he has this space, he has to work, but then he has to put it all away. It's not like he has a room where you can just leave it all out.
Just leave it out.
He has to bring it out, look at it all, and then put it all back. That's kind of the deal. So that and I have to say, like even this comic book sale we have coming, there's multiple lots. It's not like one person's collection. This is one of those deals where we have about probably 10 different small collections that are estate collections that these guys didn't buy to collect. They bought the read. They bought because they love the comic. And nothing in these lots were in order. Not like we get the last few comic book collections we've had. Here's boxed with letter A's, and it's in alphabetical order and number order. And here's
right, and you have
Hulk
full runs of this and full runs of that, and it all makes sense.
This is not that.
This is one off here, one off there, and none of it really goes. It was an entire sale of none of this goes together.
That's true. He had to try
Which
to.
Which is always hard for us.
It is. Well, it is harder when it's not together, and you have to put it together. And like, okay, now do you put it together by years? Do you put it together by names? Do you put it together by issues? So it was a very difficult task. Yeah. But there's some neat books there. There are some single out books that are going one at a time that have some value. Yeah. There's a nice small collection at the end by a gentleman named Will France, and he is a writer. He was a comic book writer, and his wife reached out to us, and he's still living too. I think he's getting up there, and he gave us a small collection coming out of his personal collection, plus a book autographed by him.
Yeah, I saw that.
And there's like a Silver Surfer number 2 or 3. That's a pretty decent book. Yeah, so there was and that was a nice little find because they mailed that to me, and we just got in and looked through it, and it was like, oh, good, there was a couple good key pieces in there. So that was nice. So that kind of rounds out that sale. But it's a sale where there's individuals, there's long boxes, and there's short boxes, and everything in between, and it's all through the genres from the 1960s to present day. You know, a little bit of modern, a little bit of antique.
Those are good ones. There's something for everybody.
That is true, and that's always the one that you never know what's going to pile in.
You never know what's going to happen.
You know that's what's coming up on Comic Book Day. But there's pretty decent comics there. I mean, I think it's going to be an interesting sale. I always like to see where things go with that. You know, you just never know. You know, it's like a up and down kind of situation.
Yep.
But the jewelry. Thank God there's nothing there you want, huh? Good.
I don't know. I'd have to go back and look again. I helped sort it with Janet and make lots out of everything. And then Janet took over and cataloged it with Erica. And then it was being photographed first by Tracy and then by you and now by Michelle. And,
right.
And I don't know.
A lot of hands in that one.
If it looks like a sale that does, like one of these things is not like the other, it's because one of these things is not like the other. You know? So I'm trying to go back in my mind, everything that was there. And
it's hard. It's a hard concept. It's a lot because things are like in a 3-month cycle always between get, it's actually really a 6-month cycle from when we pick it up or it's dropped off to when we actually sort it, then we catalog it, then it gets put away again, and then it comes back out on sale week. It's like next week, once it's all laid out for the sale, is when we really kind of look at it.
Yeah.
And really sale day, as the sale's going on, almost like as you guys are bidding online and watching it, we're kind of feeling the same way,
like,
looking at it.
I forgot about that.
Oh yeah, this is really great.
I'm trying to think. Like there's some nice. You know what's in that sale?
What's that?
Nice. There's 2 of them. There's a white gold and a yellow gold. Was it 14 or 18 karat Christian Dior ladies' wristwatches?
Right.
Yeah, one of them still had the original Christian Dior box.
Right.
And those were a nice find. That was nice to find.
Yeah, well, that's right, because I forgot. In that sale, there's a mix boat. There's older Victorian pieces and things that go into the 1950s. There was a couple of states there where they were in their 90s and passed away. And what you're talking about, that woman, she was heavy into the sterling, which we're going to be having the sale that you're sorting right now with
the
coins and the medallions and
Yep.
silver bars and that. But she also was a big jewelry woman. She had the Christian Dior and other designer stuff that I thought was pretty nice.
She had some really nice pieces. She had a sterling silver and 18 karat gold Fabergé style, because it's not Fabergé egg, with the 18 karat gold B pin on the inside.
Right.
I think it was made by Franklin Mint, but it's all sterling with gold vermeil, with a sterling base, the 18 karat pin.
Wow.
Really nice piece.
That does sound nice.
And then I think it was like emeralds and something, if I can remember, on the outside or something.
And Franklin Mint produced it or something,
Yeah,
right?
Franklin Mint
Franklin Mint
produced
did
it.
some great shit, man. I mean, Franklin Mint produced really beautiful things. Whether it's the replicas of like die-cast cars and things of that stuff. I mean, some of the Franklin Mint things they put out there for sports is pretty unbelievable.
I'm doing a lot of the coins they had were Franklin Mint there's a
They're works of art.
Gold and silver coin sets, like gold and silver mixed, on a coin.
Right.
Nice. Really, really
Nah,
nice.
it's beautiful. That stuff that you're working on right now, like I remember when I met with them, I said, it'd be a real shame if the stuff just goes for melt, because that stuff is a work of art.
And
Every part of it is a work of art.
Because I guess the father collected these sets, and it wasn't like, oh, you just buy the whole set. Like, he has all the original paperwork with it.
Right.
You had to buy, like, these are being released this date.
Yep.
These are being released this date, and you had to keep on top of it. And I can't tell you how many times we get sets of coins in where it's like, they started off with good intentions and then kind of,
Yeah.
These are all, so far, what I've gone through, they're all complete.
Right.
And I'm looking at it with the price of gold and silver right now going, I have to sell these as a set now.
Yeah, you do.
And I can't wrap my head around that.
Yeah, because it's going to be big numbers, man.
Yeah, I personally am like, I'm struggling to wrap my head around that.
No, it
one.
really is, because if you have coins that are 1 ounce a piece and you have 50 coins in a cents, that's 50 ounces of silver. 50 ounces of silver, that's $5,000, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, $5,000.
It's unbelievable.
That's crazy. I mean, when you really think about it, it's big money. I mean, I also I like there's a flag set in a presentation case.
Yeah.
I don't know if you saw that today.
No, I haven't gotten to that yet. But
Yeah, no, that's beautiful. And there's a and this is not in this. So this is in the upcoming in the future set. That'll probably be in April. If I
that
had
we
to
should not be
guess.
talking about yet.
No, I know we should be talking about it, but we just pulled it out today looking
I'm
at it.
just working on it right before we started this podcast.
There's an absolutely beautiful set. It's like the Madonna and Child set. It's like all Christian things. They're so beautifully done in relief. It's just gorgeous. I mean,
know.
The work they did is absolutely gorgeous.
Oh, I'm telling you.
And you know what? It's probably going to do all right. With the price of silver as it is right now, what she probably paid for it, they're going to get their money back, because
that's
what's crazy. That's even more crazy
The
concept.
funny thing is that I said to Christian in one of the reels that we did, when it comes to commemoratives, they're never going to cost more than, not what you paid for them, but the silver melt. And there are exceptions to that rule, but the funny thing is so when they paid for these coins back in the 70s, 80s, and all of that, what they were paying retail is now probably about the same, if not, we're going to get a little bit more than what they paid for it, which is never the case.
Yeah, I know. It's crazy. Can you imagine being a dealer, like all you do is coins, like, say you have you're a coin dealer or even a jewelry store, and that your business is kind of teeter-tottering on the stock market. Your inventory can drop and go up. I mean, think about it. What if you have a jewelry store and you have $1 million worth of inventory, which wouldn't be a whole lot when you think about it, but let's say it's $1 million. $1 million of inventory could be like 3 showcases worth of stuff. And the price of silver, like it did, went from $30 to $120.
Yeah.
Your inventory just jumped 3 times. I mean, I don't know. I think I would sell off and retire if I had $1 million. Now it's worth $3 million. I mean, think about it.
Yeah.
I mean, same thing with gold. I mean, you have a gold almost bringing over $1,500 more an ounce in 1 year. If you had $1 million and it jumped that much, I mean, that's a lot. It'd be like 2.5 million, and you didn't do nothing. You just held your inventory.
You just sat on it.
Or you think about it, it could be even more worse. Like it drops by $1,000 in a year, and then you're really fucked. Like, that's crazy business when you think about it.
That'll never happen. I mean, the numbers that we have right now, I don't think they're going to stay there forever.
Right.
I think it is going to come back down.
Right.
But it's not going to be like all of a sudden gold is $500 an ounce.
No, I don't see that.
That'll never happen. And eventually it ticks back up. It does.
There's predictions out there it's going to go to $20,000 an ounce. I don't know. I can't imagine that. You can imagine that. That means like one ring is worth 10 grand. Just in gold.
I will sell all my jewelry. I will sell all of my jewelry.
No, you won't.
Yes, I will.
I wouldn't let you. It has got it's momentums. Every piece of jewelry is like a story. It's a part of your life.
Well, I keep my wedding ring.
Yes, I know that, but I'm just saying.
My wedding ring.
I mean, if you think about it, everything tells a story. I mean, my pinky ring, my father gave me for graduating. Spoiled, yes, in 1992. It's a blue topaz.
Mom, if you're listening, I got no pinky ring.
Yeah, but my father gave me this ring. He said, "Do you want a class ring, or would you rather pick out something?" I picked one out instead. I liked it better than a class ring. Class rings are stupid, in my opinion. Anyway, I don't know. Anyway, and then this came from Cape May. This one came from Cape May as a 50th birthday present from you. Our wedding band, which has never been off my finger. They'd have to probably cut it off now. I don't think it's ever coming off. So that has special meaning. And this would have, I guess that don't have meaning. The pinky ring that I bought from Harry's.
Oh, yeah.
We bought it because it was cheap and I was going to resell it. And I put it on. I said, it's a lot of flash for the brand. It's got a lot of flash for the money. I think I only paid $500 for it, right? It was pretty cheap. I remember it was pretty cheap, very reasonable.
Yeah, it was reasonable.
But it tells it's a part of your life. Everybody's piece of jewelry is a part of something.
If gold goes to 20,000 an ounce,
yeah.
Memories live here. They don't need to live here.
I don't know.
The money can live in my pocket.
I guess so. I don't know. I look at it differently. I think it all has sentimental value. Don't sell it. That's just me. That's why I'm in this business. That's why you're a hoarder. Yeah, I'm a hoarder. Exactly.
That's why you're a hoarder.
I should have hoarded gold my whole life.
You should have hoarded gold. Actually, you were kind of.
I was hoarding gold there for a little bit. Yes, no, it's okay. That's a good thing. Let it keep moving up right now.
And on that note,
if you're hoarding gold,
yep.
give us a call.
Call me.
Yes, 732-951-2100. Give us a call. Give us your gold. Give us your silver. We want it. We want to hoard it.
Now's the time to sell.
Yes, now's the time to sell.
Now's the time.
And if you have a story that you'd like to share or what have you, go to Bodnars Bids and Banter
podcast at gmail.com.
There you have it.
Follow us on all the things. Listen to us wherever you get your podcast.
Yes.
YouTube, Apple, Spotify, whatever. Follow us, Facebook, Instagram, all the things.
Sounds wonderful. Well, there you have it.
That's it.
Another episode. Did I say it right? Episode. I
stopped trying to change that years ago. There's a lot of quirky things. Like there's always an end at the end of the word idea.
Idea? Was that wrong too?
Idea.
On that note, I'm going back to school. I need the English class. This is why I failed English, you know?
But I don't. I just deal with it. I'm like, I know what he's saying. I know. There's been times I have no idea what word you're going for, though.
That's
but
okay.
That's all right.
But yes, with all that being said, thanks for joining us on this wonderful, cold,
Freezing. Actually, not too bad today.
not too bad today. And we got our new potty. I can't wait to go in the back and try out our new porta potty. With all that note, have yourself a wonderful day. Thanks for watching Bodnars, Bid, and Banter. Remember, we're here every other week with new episodes, new stories, and wonderful, wonderful times. Make sure you check us out, bodnarsauction.com, YouTube, Facebook, all the different platforms where you watch this podcast or listen to this podcast now. Now, once again, thanks, and have a wonderful day.